Okay, as we look at our last game of the regular season and conference, we played the UTEP Miners. And wow, Valentine had a 93-yard pass from Horner to get things started. We were up 7-0, 54 seconds into the game. And then we added another touchdown, probably on our next possession. This was just a booty whooping. 20 first downs, they had 28, so more first downs for them. 518 yards of offense. We had 229 rushing yards on 38 carries. 13 for 15 passing with 5 touchdowns. That is impressive. Only 3 for 5 on third down. We only had 5 third downs. Horner was 13 for 18, 289, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. By far his best game of his career. Rhodes, 92 yards rushing on 14 carries and a touchdown, and Nash added a touchdown. Receiving, 4 catches for 46 yards for Campbell and a touchdown. 2 touchdowns for McNair, another touchdown for Rhodes. Harris, 2 catches, 65 yards. Valentine, wow, the 1 catch for 93 yards and a touchdown. That is impressive. Looking at the championship contenders after that win, we are at number 29 this year and number 7 in 2018. We end the season hot and we go 7-2 in conference, 4-1 in the division, and that allows us to get the bid for the conference championship game. So we will be playing Mid-Tennessee State for the conference championship. As you may remember, we beat Mid-Tennessee State a few weeks ago, and that was part of our 6-game win streak. And I think we scored there at the end of the game. We'll look at those stats later on. Our head coach added another level, so we're going to go ahead and go over here. And we're just going to put this on unlock the locksmith. We're going to be able to unlock up to 5 players a year. So we'll go ahead and unlock that now. So recruiting this week, we added outside linebacker Bobby Johnson. A nice little addition, a 3-star. We lost Jeremy Brown and we lost Andy Ray. So we're going to go ahead and remove both of those guys from our board. We also need to schedule 3 visits. So hopefully they can visit this week in the bye. We were able to get all 3 of them to visit this week in the bye week. Stinks that there's no game, but that's okay. At least they're getting to visit. So Gates locked us out. So we can open the door for this player if we want. And since we're only 1760 down, we're going to go ahead and do that. And that jumped us up a whole bunch. And he's visiting this week, so that's even better. We're gonna go ahead and put 700 points on this guy and see if we can jump back in there and grab the lead. Since he's visited everywhere else already, we have the last opportunity to get a big boost out of that. The athlete we're still going after, we're gonna leave him at 700. Cornerback Edwards, he's visiting this week, and we have just about locked everybody else out. So we're going to go ahead and drop his points down quite a bit to 300. As we check out top classes, we're number 12. We've only signed 9 players this year, which is not a real big class for us. We don't need a lot of players for next year, but the players that we have already signed are going to be good players. So we had a bye week, and we're playing Mid-Tennessee State for the conference championship this week. Let's just go back and look at the game we played against them. If you remember, we were down 3-0 early on, and then we were able to come back and take the lead, and we kind of alternated back and forth to a 13-13 tie at halftime. Before we went down, what did we go down? 27-20. Starting the early in the fourth quarter, we added a touchdown pass, and then with 8 seconds left, the quarterback runs it in to give us the 34-27 lead. Their offense, as you'll see here in a few minutes, is rated better than ours. I think they're an A-, and they had 513 yards of offense last time, and that was huge for them. We did add 379 yards, but again, we did not play very well. We were great on third downs. On defense, they were 4 for 11. And they did turn the ball over 3 times. We only turned it over once, so we're going to have to win the turnover battle again. Horner's got to be better. He's got to complete more than 50% of his passes if we're going to win. And Rhodes, he needs to do what he did last time. He needs to get close to that 5 yards per carry average. Hopefully we'll be able to get the tight end more involved in this game, as he only had 1 catch last time, and that is not how we like to do it. We like to get Harris and Campbell Jr. going. No changes in recruiting. All right, so who is Herbie picking? And he's picking Mid-Tennessee State. And that's what I thought. They got an A- offense. We have a B+, so we're just right there on the verge of being as good as they are on offense, and we got a slightly better defense. But I really think that if we can limit the turnovers and maybe win the turnover differential, then we'll have a shot at winning this game as well and moving us into back-to-back conference championship champs. Boom! Back-to-back, baby. Back-to-back. Let's see how we did it. Early, Campbell Jr. had a 53-yard touchdown pass. Then we kicked a field goal. So we had an early lead, 10-0. Actually, we were up 17-0 at one time. And they came back and made it 17-10 at halftime. And they actually tied it up in the third quarter. And we had a 7-point lead going into the fourth quarter. And we just right. Actually, the game was tied until 4:15 left. This must have been a pretty good game. Campbell Jr. added another 22-yard touchdown pass. Bam. Team stats. So I think I mentioned previously that if our defense would be a little better and hold them to under 500 yards, or at least better than we did last time, it would give us a good chance to win, and that's what we did. We only ran it 34 times, but averaged over 6 yards per carry, which is huge. Passing, I said that pass completion percentage needed to be above 50%, and he did it. 13 for 22 and 4 touchdowns. That means in the last 2 weeks he's had 9 touchdown passes. Horner again, 13 for 22, 4 TDs. Nice day there. Running the ball, Rhodes, 16 carries, 127 yards. That's right, that's 7.9 yards per rush. Receiving, Harris, who had only 1 catch for 5 yards in the first game, added 4 catches for 71 yards and a touchdown. Campbell Jr. 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rhodes got into action, and Valentine scored another touchdown. This was a 40-yard touchdown pass. That's back-to-back weeks with touchdowns for Valentine. And we earned ourselves a bowl game against University of Kentucky. That's a weak SEC team, which, I mean, all the SEC teams are weak, but this is just another SEC team that's below average, and we should be able to dominate them. So hopefully that's what happens in the bowl week. So we'll find out what happens with that next week. We'll also check out awards and end of season stats after the University of Kentucky game. But let's find out who Herbie's picking. He's picking UK to win. Boom! Conference USA champs. We get to add a trophy to our trophy case. Boom! Liberty Bell, sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Add that to the trophy case as well. So we got a bye week this week, of course, because that's the end of the season. We finished ranked number 20, as you see at the top. Boom! We got a lot of booms in this video. So briefly, let's look at how our schedule went. We started out 1-0, and then we lost 3 in a row. And we were able to get back on the winning tracks until we lost to Southern Miss. And then we were able to win our last 3 games to get us to 10-4, our second year in a row with double-digit wins, and get our first bowl win in the Liberty Bowl, our first Liberty Bowl win, I should say. Let's see how we did that. As you see, we were down 10-0 at halftime, and it looked like we might be in trouble. But the second half was domination. We scored 21 points in the third quarter, then added 3 field goals in the fourth quarter. Wow, what a game. First downs, we won in first downs, won in offense. And passing yards, we were not good at passing. But as I said in the pre-games, they turned the ball over more than they take it away. And that's what they did again in this game, which definitely helped us get the victory. Horner, like I said, 10 for 12, below that 50% mark that we like to try to be above. Rhodes ran it 21 times for 92 yards. Horner had 102 yards on 11 carries. Nash added 45 yards. Receiving, McNair, 4 catches. So Campbell Jr. had 1 catch. And then we didn't have anyone on the awards list, which is no surprise. That's okay. As we run down the All-Americans, we did not have any first-team All-Americans. We did not have any second-team All-Americans either. But we did add Aaron Horner was a first-team All-Freshman, All-American freshman. And Leslie Gray, our linebacker, was first-team All-Freshman as well. In Conference USA, first-team, no surprise here, Rhodes on there. He's been a 3-year contributor for us. Started pretty much the last 2 years, all of this year. Nice season for Rhodes. Culver, the left tackle, added him as well. Left guard Woods made it. Henry. Newton, the junior defensive tackle pass rusher. He's going to be back next year along with Baker. Hopefully both those guys will be healthy all season. Leslie Gray, first all-conference USA. Then free safety, strong safety, kicker, and punter. Second team, Horner made the second team. There's Campbell Jr., Snow, the center. 2 more linebackers and a cornerback. Wow, and looky there, our returner as well. So we had lots of first and second team All-Americans this year. Looking at the championship contenders, we are number 20 now, finished the season for the second year in a row, ranked in the top 25. Number 52 in 2016, which I think we'll start the season better than that. And then in 2017, 28, and then 2018, our brightful outlook is number 6. I think that is going to wrap up this episode. We're going to be back next week in the off season and find out exactly what we have to do to get better in the offseason and help get us back to the point we're at right now. Conference champions again and bowl winners again. That's our goal for next year.